Hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives for episode 10. Oh my god! we're in 10. We've done
episode 10.
Did I hear
episodes.
Did someone set off like a party popper?
I thought I heard that too.
Did anyone else hear that, or was that just Craig?
No, I heard that too. Maybe it was Craig joining in. There is no player called Craig. We use a bot to help record our audio called Craig, and he's not playing nicely tonight, so we'll just have to deal with it. We're going to carry on as if it's not going badly. Thank you so much for joining us. How crazy is it that we're at episode 10? I'm blown away. Thank you so much for listening, for joining us for our 10th episode. And my name's Owen. I'm the Dungeon Master for our campaign, The Tyranny of Dragons. Sorry, I'm a little bit thrown out by the fact that it's 10 episodes. It's just crazy. This campaign, however, is all about our lovely players who will introduce themselves and their characters right now.
Hey guys, I'm Simon. I'm playing the character of Wiltix, the lovely little gnome man. So as a lot of you figured out, he's a bit of a werewolf kind of guy at the moment. Goes through lovely little transformations and freaks some of the other players out occasionally, which is always fun. Happy-go-lucky, likes to adventure, all that kind of stuff. And look forward to hopefully you guys like him too.
Hi everyone, I'm Claire. I'm playing Mira, who's a Dragonborn Sorcerer. She's a half red dragon, half silver dragon, and she's a big fan of the adventuring life too. She's new to it, that's okay, but she's organised, she's in control, she has business cards. It'll be fine.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Azure, our heavenly angel monk, who loves good on the outside and good on the inside, but loves to kick some evil ass. So let's see what he's up for today.
Hello guys, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Emeric. He's a paladin who doesn't really enjoy the gods. He's had a few things happen in the past that has shaped him to be who he is today, and that's a bit of a rascal. That's it.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for the live stream, and thank you for those who've been listening to the YouTube series and the podcast. We really appreciate it. Jared and I had a lot of fun on the multiplayer Subnautica session we did on Sunday. If you've had a chance to check that out, the mod that we're using to allow Subnautica to play in multiplayer, it is not the most stable mod in the world, and we discovered some game-breaking glitches. There's one part where Jared and I are thrown about 20,000 feet into the air by trying to get into a submarine. So, look, it's really funny to watch. We had a blast filming it.
It was hilarious.
It was pretty fun. If you want to check that out, feel free to. It's on Twitch. I'm going to be chucking it up on YouTube as well in the next couple of days. Keep it archived. I know Twitch deletes things after 14 days. Thank you to those who've been liking the Facebook page and our Twitter group and following us on those platforms. It's really, really nice to have you guys come along for the adventure. But speaking of adventure, flawless transition. We're going to be jumping straight back into what happened.
Very nicely done.
Thank
nice
you.
segue.
Look, you can see that it's our 10th episode, guys. We're professional now. So, as you guys know, members of the Tempest Adventuring Guild from the coastal city of Oxenfurt, Mira, Emeric, Azure, and Wiltix, have travelled to the town of Greennest and successfully defended it from an attacking force, identified as the Order of the Dragon. After tracking the Order back to a hidden camp, the party successfully infiltrated the base and rescued Leosin, the brother of Azure, who believed that the Order of the Dragon were planning some event with potentially apocalyptic consequences. Regrouping in the woods nearby to the hidden camp, the party shared some tales from their past around the dancing light of a fire. In the morning, the party headed back to the now seemingly deserted campsite and entered into a cave system, referred to as the Hatchery by cultists. After dispatching a number of cult guards in a tight corridor, the party fought Frulam Mondath, a woman who was identified by Leosin as one of the leaders of the Order. While resting, the party heard the voice of Langda Drosa, a blue dragonborn working for the cult, and planned an ambush, which unfortunately fell apart when Emeric pushed Wiltix down a hole.
Oh, well, yes.
After a few I'm not leaving out any details there. After a few tense moments of combat, the party successfully negotiated a parley with Langda Drosa and his two dwarf guards, during which they successfully, fuck you guys, convinced the Dragonborn that working with them instead of the Order was in his best interests. Really high rolls on those. I was very impressed. After Langda Drosa left, the party quickly dispatched the guards, but not before sustaining some heavy damage. After delving deeper into the cave system, the party located 3 dragon eggs guarded by some kobolds and guard drakes. While dispatching the kobolds proved no great feat, the guard drakes seemed a far deadlier challenge. That is until Mira, in an attempt to closer examine the eggs, awoke a roper, able to speak, who called itself Broper. After offering the strange and more than slightly creepy creature the bodies of those the party had previously killed, they were able to convince it to kill the guard drakes for them, leaving the party free to collect the dragon eggs at their leisure and take them back to their camp. We have rejoined the party after they have buried the eggs at their campsite and re-entered the cave, hoping to discover more secrets and possibly more treasure buried deep below the earth. And I'm going to bring you guys straight back across to the map. We left off last session just as you had finished defeating a number of purple mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. That's right, those damn mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, an adventurer's worst enemy. Slightly large purple mushrooms.
Yeah, besides doors, of course, yeah.
Yeah. What I'll do, I've just had a quick look at the map. I might even, because you've actually explored this upper section here, let me reveal a little bit more for you, just so that you can see where you guys are in relation. How's that? There we go. So you can see that pathway that you took earlier near the statuette of Tiamat that passed underneath this section here. I've just sort of revealed it so that you can see where you guys are walking over the top of. So you guys are currently standing just in front of the trapped staircase. I think, did every single one of you fall to the trap?
Yep. Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Two people obviously had fallen for the trap.
Yeah.
I myself tried to do something cool.
Yeah, and it failed.
I was like, fuck it. And then I failed. And then I think Wiltix I think he didn't come down.
No,
he did.
I slid down afterwards, yeah.
And then I caught you in my arms and then put you on my shoulders.
Exactly, yeah.
That was. I don't think I've ever caught an entire party with one trap before. That's a very special moment.
I hope it doesn't happen again.
Don't feel too special. I knew what I was doing when I went onto the slide.
But you still did it. That's what makes it even more special for me. Yeah, I think if anything, that makes the victory even sweeter.
It was too good. I couldn't. Come on,
I'll just describe
style points.
I mean, you definitely got star points. I'll just describe the room again for those of you who might have forgotten from last week, which I'm assuming is all of you. The entrance to the cave ends here at a 10-foot drop-off, and that's the area that you guys are just in front of. To your right, you can see broad steps that are roughly hewn into a natural stone ramp. The cavern below is carpeted with a profusion of fungi ranging from a few inches high to nearly as tall as a human adult. 2 paths lead through the fungi, one to the right and one to the left. And that's the red lines I've drawn on the map for you guys. So at the moment, Wiltix, you're probably having the most trouble with the fungi because even the ones that are only half as tall as a human are still as tall as you. That is your height.
Yes,
He's a small boy.
I think that's why I discussed with Emeric last session that I'll be sitting on his shoulders, kind of like a lovely turret system, so I don't have to get dragged through all the...
I actually think that's cool. Look,
that's a really good idea.
And I mean, I've got dark vision as well, and you don't, so it's kind of like a Ratatouille with a crossbow. So.
It's Ratatouille. You're Ratatouille, and you're Remy.
My gosh!
Oh wait, the rat's Remy. What's the guy's name? Simon is Remy. I can't remember.
I don't remember the guy's name.
Doesn't matter. No one remembers that guy's name because everyone cares about the rat. That's you, Simon.
Yeah.
What? Hey.
So you guys can absolutely do
Thank
that.
you.
Oh my god, we're role playing within a role playing game. That's crazy.
We're gonna have to find Emeric a giant chef hat at one point. Then.
Oh my god!
You could just do minor illusion.
A 3-foot hole.
I really could actually.
Yeah, go on, go on, Wiltix.
In a 5-foot cube on my head, so it's perfect.
Love it. Love it.
So yeah, Leosin is with you guys as well. This is the brother of Azure, who you rescued a couple of sessions ago. He's with you as well. He sort of looks around at the crumbled, smashed bodies of these fungi, and then looks back at you guys and goes, "That was strangely intense for versing some plants, fungi. Sorry."
Yeah, look, it was definitely an interesting little fight there. But what should we all do? Should we keep moving on?
Can freeze the plants and then burn them so they don't release their spores.
I would much rather walk through the plants first before we release the spores.
Before we do that.
Oh no, I mean I could freeze them so they don't release spores.
Well, by all means then.
Sounds good.
Move towards the front and we'll follow you.
Alright.
We'll follow right behind you while you do all that stuff.
Okay. So I go ahead alone then, I assume, is that?
Along this path. Go along this path.
Along this one? Yeah. Alright.
At the moment, yeah. So if you walk through that centre bit, you're going to be wading through mushrooms.
No.
The pathway's fairly clear. Oh, are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. I'm just going to oh, where'd it go? Yeah, I'm just going to frostbite the situation as much as I can.
So you're just going to look at every fungus that comes across your path and just frostbite it.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going to roll 2 billion Constitution saves because there's a lot of fungus in this room. What I'm going to say is that if you take it a little bit slower and you just continually cast frostbite, you can make sure that all of the mushrooms on either side of you.
I'm not really trying to damage it. I'm just trying to,
Yeah. Okay. Just sort of stop them from releasing any potential spores. Yeah. Do you want to make me a spell casting check? So just roll as if you were making a spell attack. I just want to see how successful you are. So it's a d20 plus your spell casting modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be too hard a DC.
Oh, that's a 7.
It is a little bit harder than 7, though. So,
oh, dear.
As you're sort of doing this, it's less that you're not successful. It's just that the power of frostbite, you're trying to modulate it and use it a little bit differently. So what happens is, as you basically target each of these mushrooms, you freeze it solid, as the spell is just too powerful for what you're trying to achieve here. And so, as you guys follow along, there's very quickly a pathway on either side. On either side of the pathway, there's basically like frozen mushrooms forming a bit of a barrier, making a bit of almost like a guard of honor as you guys step through. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yep. Sorry.
You're apologizing to fungus.
Yes. Sorry.
Fair enough. Yeah, so Mira, you feel free to move yourself up. The pathways end just at the end of the corridor here, so about 10-20 feet away from you. And as soon as you get to this point here, you are able to step onto a clear area of solid rock, of bare rock, that is is completely clear of fungus as you step forward. You don't make any constitution saves. There's no puffs of spores or anything like that.
Cool.
Nice work.
After the sea of spores.
Like Moses of the fungus.
Yep, that's right. That's what it looked like. Except it was just a silver arm, not both arms, not sperming. But...
Hey, hang on. Which one of you did this? I've just seen something on the map.
What?
Who scribbled out my dragon?
I did.
Oh.
Why? Because Emeric ruined that shrine.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. All right, cool.
The only reason I did it.
I thought this was an attack on my clearly awesome drawing.
No, not at all. I just know for a fact that it don't look like that anymore. Looks
No,
like
it doesn't.
rubble.
It's just a crumble of dust. Carry on. Sorry, guys. I just suddenly noticed that in the corner and I was outraged.
Wait a
I was furious. I was ready to have some rocks fall from the ceiling, but you guys are okay now. So yeah, Mira, as you step up to here, do you want to have a bit of a look around inside this cavern area?
Yeah, I'll just send some dancing lights down.
I can help you out there. Let me describe what you see. So, as you look inside this large open area of cavern, the ceiling rises to easily sort of 30-40 feet. It's quite a high natural ceiling here. And the cavern itself is quite large. As you sort of move the dancing lights through, you see an area of open stone. You see a few stalagmites and stalactites. Can you make me a perception check as you sort of stand on the border here and have a bit of a look through, just to sort of see what else you see?
Uh-oh.
8. Oh, this is going to be a good night. I can tell.
Yeah, as you have a bit of a look around, you see sort of white dots on the floor, maybe a couple of inches, couple of centimeters wide, sort of all these white dots that are sort of piled up in mounds and locations. And there's a smell, an acidic sort of smell, sort of like an acidic fecal smell to the air. and you hear chirping coming from above. And as you look up, the ceiling is carpeted with these black bodies that are sort of moving around. And as you sort of look and squint, you see that it's a large colony of bats covering the ceiling. And that's what you see.
Alright, so by this point, would we have moved up along the path behind Mira?
You guys are more than welcome to do that, absolutely.
I would point this all out to everyone.
Yeah,
although I feel like everyone's passive perception is a bit higher than what I rolled, so, you know.
Not
exactly
wrong.
Right. So the way I sort of use passive perception is for things trying to jump out and surprise you, or traps as you come across. Active perception is when there's elements to the environment that wouldn't be immediately obvious that I want you guys to sort of actively be looking for. And that's the way I rule the difference between active and passive perception.
Yep, that's cool. Alright, well then I'll come up behind Mira with Azure and Wiltix from shore in tow.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are more than welcome to move up. Leosin, do you mind if I give you control of Leosin, Andrew?
Yeah,
that way you
of course.
Yeah, you can move him around.
I'll move him around.
I actually can't do that because he's a special character. Never mind. I'll just have to remember.
Oh.
There you go. He's the tokens that come with Roll20 for this stuff. The character's actually controlled via a different location. I'll see if I can find it. But in the meantime, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll figure that out another time.
So fancy.
Yeah. You guys can move up a little bit further if you want, hanging back at the entrance here.
What do we see in there? What's going on?
Is there another entrance to the cave that they could get out of, that they fly up into?
So far the only entrance and exit you guys have seen is the one that you've come in through, the one that led to those two doors. You haven't seen any other entrances or exits or any sort of cracks in the ceiling that might allow bats to fly
that's
out.
what I meant. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, although I will say that place you remember from your time in the camp when you first scouted out this location, the doors were kept fairly closed, so logic would dictate the bats must be able to get out and in during the day and night, and you don't think the cultists or the members of the Order of the Dragon were particularly concerned with bat welfare, allowing them to leave during the night and come back in the day.
Bat welfare.
Bat welfare. Dat welfare. Yeah. So you suspect probably there must be another way out.
I'm just wondering if I should scare them off or scare them out, or we could just sneak past them.
Oh, by the way, what I'll do is I'll take Wiltix off my shoulders and I'll all right then, we're past the mushrooms now, so you're all on your own.
Oh, thanks. I was starting to get a little bit sick from the heights up there, so...
I give him a little bit of a hair. I give him a bit of a... what is it, like...
Ruffle?
Pat, a bit of a ruffle, yeah. You scallywag, you little rascal. Alright, get going.
Thanks, Emeric. I'm not quite a child, mate, but anyway.
You're as small as one, so it's very interesting.
Cool. So did we decide if we're going to try and sneak past? Who wants to try and sneak past or throw something at the bats?
I mean, if we try and stealth our way through.
Yeah,
I mean, we can give it a go. May as well do it.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can absolutely give it a stealth check. 100%. I'll roll one for our friend Leosin.
Hell yeah.
That's a sleight of hand. I know what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
How many is thrown?
Natural 20, Emeric.
I'm disadvantaged.
Yeah, so 5. That's a shame.
15.
Very nice. So, what's our average? So 24, 5...
I got 19.
Was 11, 19, 15. Yeah, actually, your average is very nice. So I'll do it as an average as the party moves through. So you guys are more than welcome to begin moving through the cavern at your leisure. As you move through, stealthily trying not to alert the bats or anything else that might be here to your presence. Occasionally, as you move through, you hear sort of flapping of wings, chittering of this bat colony from the ceiling above.
How high is the cavern?
About 30 feet. It's pretty high up in this point. This place opens up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd say that with your passive perception, Azure and Leosin, I think your passive perceptions are probably the highest. So Leosin's is 15. What's yours, Azure?
Passive perception?
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, I thought so. So you guys, as you get to about here. As you get to the center of the cavern, you can see a large crack in the ceiling that is allowing some sunlight to come through, but the bats are sort of partially blocking it, and it's hidden behind two large stalactites and stalagmites, which form a sort of a natural blockage to this light that's coming through, that you can only spot when you sort of get round deeper into the cavern. You can see that's probably how the bats are getting in and out, but as you pass through the area, you don't sort of awaken any of the bats, and you can move freely through the cavern for the moment. You can see as you enter in a little bit deeper, there are two main entrances and exits out of this place. There's one to the northwest, one to the southeast, and you can also see there's a section of cliff face that's about 20 feet high that leads up to a plateau above. Looks to be pretty difficult to climb up without assistance, and that's to the northeast.
Does anything look more well worn? Like, is there any tracks or ones that have been taken more often than
Would
the
you
others?
like to make me a survival, or actually I'd allow survival, perception, or investigation check for that question?
Oh, good.
Your choice.
I can help you with perception.
In
Perception?
that case, Mira, you may roll with advantage.
On perception? Ready.
Oh, on any one. Azure is giving you the help action.
Oh, thank you. So that's investigation.
Yep.
Manage.
So 12's alright?
Oh my god.
And
12.
12.
It's a 12.
It's not bad. It's, it's
I'm
alright.
waiting for the moment where you guys roll with advantage and still get nat ones. That's going to be an instant inspiration when that happens for whoever is unlucky enough.
Oh, that's
yes.
nice.
So Mira,
That's,
as you look around, yeah, look, we're here to have fun. I'm not here to like punish you guys and torture you. That would be ridiculous. We're here to have fun. We're playing a fun game. So as you move around, Mira, Azure sort of getting you back and helping you out with the occasional light cantrip. As you move your dancing lights around, Azure sort of scanning around the area with you. You spot a broken, pitted spear, broken in half, sitting at the entrance to the pathway leading down to the southeast. It seems to be so the spear length has been split in half. It looks very old, and the blade itself at the top is pitted and worn. And that's what you see.
That's strange.
And I'd say with your investigation as well, you can see that there are footprints leading down towards the southeast pathway and up towards the northwest pathway. It looks like the area of cliff face towards the northeast, not very well travelled. It's mostly the northwest and southeast pathways that have a bit more interest, a bit more traffic, shall we say.
So there's just a spearhead, so I couldn't really tell which one's kind of more worn pathway, I guess, with that.
They're both about the same. No, they're both about the same.
About the same?
From
Okay.
as you look, as you
That was
investigate.
the only question I had, really. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So to your eye and to your check, you think it's about the same. You would hazard similar, very
I'll
similar.
I'll point out the spear to the fighters and go, look, weapon. No, I'll be like,
Isn't it broken?
I don't know what that thing
That
does.
is-
What is that?
It's
I don't-
broken, rusted, and pitted.
So
I
as you
don't-
say that, I sort of look at you and go, that's a really, really shit weapon. Like, look at it. It's like broken and everything.
It's broken, but do you think that it was in a fight recently, or what? Why is it here?
It's rusted. Well, I don't think this has been used for a very long time.
But why would it be here?
Well, that's a very good question, and one I cannot answer.
Add a tiny bit of environmental flavour and watch your players squirm.
Yeah.
Or is
Well,
it?
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a chair. So,
Yeah, what if I'd added a roper, a giant stalactite just sitting there? You see a single red eye open. No.
love the paranoia.
Well, the spear itself, does it actually look like it's been set up that way? Like it's been placed
Like
there?
a pointer? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Or is it just discarded?
Yeah. So, what sort of things would you be looking for to tell that information? Because I'm not going to make you roll. I think you've already rolled. So, I'd just like to know, what sort of key insights or
I think it'd be
clues?
like whether or not it's actually been actively placed into the ground, like blade first into the ground, so it's standing up straight, or it's just sort of lying on the ground and hasn't really. It's not really doing it, it's just sort of being almost just left there.
It's a really good question. As you look at it, as you move up and have a bit of a closer look, you can see that it is lying on the ground, but right in front of the wall, and there's an area around the shaft of dirt that's been sort of displaced and pushed back a little bit. As you look at it, you think maybe it was sitting up against the wall, and at some point it fell over and kicked up a bit of the dust on the ground. Really good question. I love it.
Well, I know this is just
name? No, I'm kidding.
Wait, you want me to ask its name?
No, I was kidding.
I sort of glance around when no one's looking, and I just sort of whisper, "Psst.
So you don't have to actually whisper. You can just say I whisper, and then you can speak normally. Otherwise, people aren't going to be able to hear us.
Can you hear?
Who are you talking to?
The spear. He said to talk to it.
The spear. As you talk to the spear,
sort of just had a thought enter his head at that point.
As you look at the spear, it sits there, making no sound, not moving at all, like an inanimate object.
So I turn to everyone else and I go, "This is just for my trained eye. I think that this was placed up against the wall, then it's fallen over."
Ah, you're a genius, sir.
Well, you know what they call me? They call me an ideas man. I come up with some of the best ideas you've ever laid your eyes on.
Yes, I've ever heard, Emeric.
Oh yeah, good point.
So,
you're an ideas man as well, I see.
Oh, I am, and I think that idea is amazing. I love it. I love your work, Emeric. So, are you taking that as a sign that we should head down this way then?
Oh, is there anything up here? Can we see up here?
Well, that's a 20-foot ledge.
It's pretty high up, but if you want to move up a little bit closer and make me a perception check, you absolutely can.
24.
24. Let me reveal it for you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
With 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah. So the main limiting factor here is the angle of your vision as you look up. But yeah, looking up the top. So what you can see is this area above is very high up. So there's an initial ledge that's about 30 feet. Then there's a small plateau section, and then another ledge higher up that's another 20 feet on top of that. So it's very hard for you to see from your position here over the top of that 50-foot rise in total, the 30 and the 20. But on top of this area here, you can see a large stalactite reaching up from the ground towards the sky. I've just realized I should probably move the map so that people can actually see where you guys are.
That might help.
Yes. As you have a bit of a look up onto the rise, looks to be fairly empty and deserted, but what you hear is the sound of claws or something sharp scraping on stone, clicking as something moves around up on top of this rise, and then a very low, laboured breathing, like a
okay,
coming from on top.
Have we heard that noise before?
The second ledge.
On top of the second ledge, yeah, so 50 feet up from where you guys are now. Have you heard that sound before? Do you want to make me a nature check, Azure?
Yeah. Nature check. 19.
Jesus Christ.
19.
Yes, Andrew, tables have turned.
Yeah, I mean, actually, there's something else I'll add with your perception. I've just realised as well. There is a stench coming from up on top of here. It is a foul, rubbish, refuse, rotting meat, rotting vegetable smell coming from this area up on top. And as you hear that sound, hear the clicking, and smell that rotten smell, you remember back from your training in the Feywilds when you and Leosin did a bit of bestiary learning, where you learnt about some of the monsters that you might encounter when you reach the world of Nostea. You remember a creature known as a troglodyte, a large amphibious-like creature, a humanoid frog salamander-like creature that covets dark and damp places and lives amongst rotting meat and rotting carcasses and things like that, and often and they themselves exude a stench. And you have a pretty good feeling that there may be at least one or two troglodytes up ahead.
Ooh,
Nicely done.
fantastic! Thank you. I relay that to the party, just so everyone knows there are some troglodytes up there. Some amphibious creatures that love the stench of garbage.
Wait, but how do you know that? How do you just know that's there?
I just have a very keen nose.
It's weird.
We better keep Emeric away then. We don't want them catching his scent. They might come running. So
They may have already smelled him.
Hey, wait a second here. I bath and shower every... so just leave me alone.
This is bullying, guys.
You better watch out. You just wait until we get back to the town. I'm going to beat your asses in a duel or something.
You've already challenged two other adventurers back at the Oxenfurt Lodge to a duel.
And Leon, what's his name? I'm going to Emeric's name.
Langdedrosa. His last name is Cyan Wraith, if that's easy to remember.
Emeric, right? Anyway, so I don't care.
Okay, fair enough. That's true. It is good. It is good RP.
Yeah, that's why I don't keep notes with Emeric. I keep notes on my other two campaigns I play, but not with Emeric because he just
convenient. Yeah,
it's nice too because then I can just relax. But no, for 100%, it actually works. If I don't remember things, Emeric sure is going to remember things.
I like it. That's good.
And I've also challenged him.
You have challenged Langdedrosa. That's true.
I've challenged a few people now. It's good.
Yeah, so
Shall we go down?
What was that?
Yeah, so the pathway to the south east is a series of steps leading down into the darkness.
So is it up or down? That's the question, party. Which way are we going?
The one to the northwest is just floor level. It doesn't move up. There's no stairs up or anything like that. This one here.
Should we try this way first?
Right.
sure.
I reckon that's what we try.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Perfect.
As you guys start to head down this pathway here, at the base of the stairs, Azure, you see a large red curtain blocking view into the room beyond. It has a number of symbols dotted across it, but the preeminent symbol that you see is the five-headed dragon that you now know to be a symbol of Tiamat. It seems to be on the other side of this red curtain. As it sort of moves and shifts in the wind coming from the room you're in, you can see hundreds of leather strips behind it, forming this sort of border of leather and material, and it's impossible to see anything deeper into the cavern. The curtain extends from wall to wall. You can see that it is pretty badly cured, the leather. As you sort of look at it, it looks to be quite manky and old. There's different colours, some of them haven't even been properly cured. There's still like furs and hide on them. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
It's very, very interesting.
But the symbol of Tiamat is well kept.
The red curtain in front is beautiful and very well kept. The leather behind is disgusting.
Oh, okay. Intriguing. Can everyone else see this?
Everyone can see this, yeah, so you guys can all see this.
Okay. Should we make maybe I'll go to stealth or try and roll.
You guys are still in stealth?
before
You're still stealthed?
Yeah, we still have stealth going.
Alright, so I'm going to just sneak down as close as I can to the curtain, and can I sneakily look in?
So it's without... So as you sort of try to look through, the red curtain in front is partially see-through, and you can sort of see behind it, but the leather strips, these thick leather strips that are all interlaced across one another, are very difficult to see through. You think without moving it's going to be very difficult to see beyond. Almost impossible.
I kind of whispered to Emeric, what do you think? Should we head in?
Just do it, just go a bit quiet, alright? I'll got your back anyway, mate, and I'll give you a tap on the back.
All right. I'll
Feel
head
free to
in.
make a perception check if you like, Azure. If you want to try and see through it, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to. Up to you.
Oh, 9.
9.
It was
no,
bad.
you can't see through it. It's very difficult to see anything through this curtain.
Okay. I'm
Do you want
going
me to
to.
peek under the bottom of it? Or something?
Oh, that's
It is
my idea.
dragging across the floor, but if you want to try and have a look, Wiltix, you're more than welcome to.
What? It's just you said it was a leather. Like
So there's a
curtain,
red
right?
curtain. There's a red fabric curtain in front bearing the symbol of Tiamat, and then behind it are hundreds, maybe even thousands of these leather strips that have been basically affixed to the ceiling, completely covering the cavern ahead and completely covering the passageway ahead. And there seems to be a couple of layers thick, and they're all sort of moving. The leathers are different ages, different levels of curedness. Some of them are just hides, and they look old and gross and ill-kept, but the red curtain in front seems to have been placed to try and hide these leather strips behind, so that perhaps it looks a bit nicer. You're not sure.
Okay, so I can't really peek underneath then.
You can give it a go. You can make me a perception check. It's going to be very difficult though without touching them. So like pushing aside the curtain, basically.
One's not going to help me. No.
As you have a look, you peer really close. You can't see anything. It's completely blocked. The passageway and the room beyond.
Oh,
Alright. So with all this happening, you guys have tried some attempts at looking around and looking under, and Emeric gets a bit antsy and he gets a bit frustrated. He's like, "Oh, come on, guys, what's taking so bloody long?" And he just sort of stands up and he just pushes through you guys. It's like not really stealthy, I guess now, and just parts the leather and walks in.
Emeric, as you step through the red curtain, as you push aside the red curtain and start stepping through the leathers, you feel like a scraping against your armor. I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as you pass through.
That's not my good ones. 10.
10. 10 is exactly what you needed.
Oh my god.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
As you sort of step through, your armor in front, as you sort of push aside with your gauntleted fist, you hear this high-pitched metal-on-metal whine, this grinding, and you instinctively put your other hand up in front of your face, the only real exposed part of your body. So you use your artificial hand to push the leathers aside, and then your gauntleted fist to cover your face, as the leather and hundreds of metal barbs that are being hidden inside these leather strips start scraping against your armor, gouging tiny scratches. Parts of your clothes get ripped and torn as you pass through, but you suffer no ill effects. And as you step into the room, the smell of old blood assaults your nose. The floor is covered in puddles of this red, dark, rapidly coagulating material. Four floor-to-ceiling columns are spaced around the chamber. That's what you can see there on the map. And chains have been strung between them like clotheslines. Animal carcasses hang on hooks or draped across the chains. You see gutted and skinned antelope, deer, goats, what might even be a few cats, and one bear. The meat, you think, has been here for a while. The smell is quite foul.
So, as I push
Cabin's a
through,
bit cold as well as you step in. It's a little bit colder.
okay. As I push through, and I've noticed that I had all that stuff sort of happen. I get my halberd and I cut the leather pretty much, so I can walk through it now. I have to go through that again.
Yeah, perfect. So as you reach out with your halberd and cut through,
I do say quickly, guys, just stand back for a sec. And then I cut it.
Nice. Just make me a weapon attack just to see how quickly and efficiently you do this, and if any of the leathers sort of get caught on your halberd or anything like that. So just a normal attack with
16.
your halberd. 16 and 10 slashing. Yeah, you easily carve through. The red curtain as well is very quickly torn to shreds as you basically dismantle this trap, and all of you can now see what I described before.
Wow.
Oh,
That is a strong smell.
Wonder who
that really assaults the nostrils, doesn't it? Wiltix, how are you taking this, huh? You have a pretty good sense of smell.
Yeah, no, I don't exactly want to. I'd be pinching my nose at that kind
Oh,
of
you can.
stuff.
Okay, so you're probably pinching your nose, not even smelling anything, because I imagine that once you got a little whiff of that would have just been like, phew, straight up your nostrils.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't look good. So I'd be going in there, just holding my nose.
Well, I mean, yeah,
right. So yeah,
I will do a perception check.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. 20.
20?
oh,
As you look around, I'm going to quote from the module. This cave contains nothing of value.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, guys.
So
the point?
I'll have a quick little glance while I'm sort of holding my nose, and I'll look at everyone and be like, look, I'll be completely and utterly honest, I can't see anything of value in here. That was me. That was actually me, like, holding my nose.
Glasses.
well, I'd like to get out of here then. So
Yes, I'll push. I'll
Alright, let's
and I'll come back out where Leosin's sort of standing in the chamber.
Good call, Leos.
Oh, Leosin, there's so much treasure in there. You should go and check it out.
Make me a deception check. 22's for your... No. He
Damn.
looks at you. Emeric, full of shit as ever, I see.
Well, there's probably more shit in there. It smells like fucking... Oh, it's very foul.
Your clothes appear to have been ripped. Trapped curtains?
Potentially.
Ah,
Maybe. Yeah.
classic.
100%. Oh, it's all good. You know, this is how it always happens when you're on the road.
Is it? Trapped curtains is a usual experience
Well,
for you?
I just sort of meant like, you know, you get a bit rough around the edges and all your clothes become a little bit torn up.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Quite. Well, if there's nothing of value down there, shall we check out the pathway to the northwest?
I think that's a much better option.
Alrighty. I'm happy to take the lead on this one. And he moves forward.
No, wait a second,
Straight
and
up,
I sort of
you know that.
follow him and I'm coming up behind him as well.
I'm coming last.
Alrighty. Let me reveal the corridor. And let me describe what you see. And I think we might... Here we go. Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Big. Oh, no,
What are you worried about?
everything.
Everything. The short passage here that you're passing through quickly opens up to a wide area. As you look through, you can see a dim light dancing around from beyond your line of sight, as if there are oil lanterns or maybe candles or torches in the room beyond. To the right, you can see an area that drops off into a very sharp plunge into a room below. There we go, just make that a little bit wider. A very short drop off. As you look in, you can see that the pathway quickly opens up into this large cavern, and that's all you can see for the moment. What would you guys
Owen,
like
are
to
those
do?
stairs going up? Sorry, did you say if they're going up or down?
Those stairs are going down.
into the cavern bit.
Yeah, there's a sharp drop off that heads down. So the room itself that you're looking into is about 20 feet wide and about 40 feet long, and then on a diagonal across from it to the north, it drops off again, very sharp, steep decline, and you can see some stairs leading down.
Just walk over to the edge and have a look down off the cliff stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, feel free to move yourself forward. I'm gonna stop you right there, Wiltix, right there.
Uh-oh.
As you step onto this section here, could I have you please roll me a d10?
D10.
Just roll
I
me
don't
a
know.
d10.
It might just be me, but I think there might be traps.
10. You move through. You may move yourself up to there if you like.
Cool.
As you pass over, nothing happens.
Nothing happened. Okay, great.
Did Wiltix actually feel anything?
No,
Yeah, I was
no,
gonna
as
say
you just
that.
stepped across, no problems,
Okay, so then everyone else thinks it's fine.
Maybe I'm too light.
nothing. You just see Wiltix move across.
Do it. Do it again.
Do it.
So do we all walk over then? I guess we'd all walk over.
Now
We'll see anything else in the cabin there as well, by the way? Like anything further up or the
Oh
side?
yes, of course, Wiltix. Let me show you what you see.
So evil.
Yes, Wiltix. Good. Now kill him. Yeah, as you look through, you can see the area below is very heavily shadowed. It's very hard to see anything further down. You can see that a rack positioned just on the southwest wall here holds implements used. Hard to say. Looks like maybe sparring or training or something like that. You can see long poles with lassos, leashes, collars, some sharp prods, mock weapons. And 2 human-sized dummies made out of some sort of sack, hessian sack, and stuffed with straw. And their faces have very ridiculous expressions painted upon them. One has a sort of a smiley face with one of the eyes missing, very crudely painted. And one of the other ones has the mouth split by a scar with a tongue poking out, and these very big, shiny, anime-style eyes.
Love it. Training quarters. You guys coming along?
Can we avoid that? Can we avoid the trap that seems to
We
be...
don't know about it. We don't know about it.
Pretty metagamey.
What trap would that be, Andrew?
Well, I'm just going to walk over.
Fuck it, yeah.
Roll me d10s, both of you.
It's what would happen.
Roll me d10s.
Like I've seen Wiltix walk over.
Yeah.
It's just the
6.
metagaming. It's
Azure?
just...
1 Emeric.
Oh.
Emeric. So Azure steps across with no problems. His light monk reflexes, very quick-footed, just moves across. Emeric, in your heavy armor, as you step onto a section of floor, there's a sudden tearing noise as if paper being ripped or maybe like a canvas being torn, and you suddenly feel yourself pitching forwards. Could I please get you to make me a Constitution saving throw as your foot pushes through a painted canvas resembling the stone, and you step on something sharp?
Horrible rolls.
Ooh, did you want to use your inspiration for that?
Yeah, alright. I do
You don't
have
have to, just so that you know.
No, I will. Oh, thank God.
21's a bit better.
better.
As you step on it, you feel this strange... first of all, this pierce against your foot. I'm going to quickly roll a d4 as this spike pierces into your little fitsies. There we go. Sorry. 4. Sorry, as you take 4 piercing damage. On a successful save, the character is affected by the Confusion spell. Let me quickly make that apparent. Confusion 5e. I'll just quickly paste it in so that people can see what it does.
Well, that's on a successful.
That's on a success, yeah. So you can make a wisdom save. Seen wisdom save or be affected by it. So you've been affected by it. So yeah, in 6 seconds you can quickly remake a whiz save for me. I'll just quickly display it on the on Roll20 so that you guys can see.
Yeah,
there we go. So basically the way it works is that this poison rapidly affects your mind, and you find yourself feeling disoriented and confused. You basically can't take reactions, and at the beginning of each of your turns, I need you to roll me a d10 to determine what you do. So as you sort of step and feel this prick into your foot, 3.
Doesn't move or take
you just stand there. You just stand there dumbly as the rest of you guys do what you want to do.
What will happen is, as I walk over it and I get stabbed, would everyone have heard the stab?
Yeah, they hear this ripping sound as paper and canvas tear, and they hear you go, oh!
Alright, so then I just still, and I start looking around in a bit of a daze, and I'm oh, Wiltix, what are you doing up there? And I'm looking up at the ceiling.
Nice.
Oh. Okay.
This is not good. Emeric, is there anything?
Step off,
does anyone
Emeric.
know this?
Azure, you've joined him up on the ceiling. It's weird.
Oh dear.
touch confused there, I think. Yeah, Emeric, I'm right in front of you, buddy. Look slightly down.
So at this point, is 6 seconds up?
Absolutely, 6 seconds is that. Would you like to make me a whiz save? Actually,
What
I'd
would have
allow
happened?
Constitution. No, I'd allow Constitution because it is a poison effect, not a magic effect. So sorry, it is Constitution. 17. You are still currently affected by this. However, with your D10. Oh no, sorry, no, that's it. Sorry, no, you are correct. You are now out of this. It does no longer affect you.
17's pretty high.
Yeah. Sorry, 16 was the thing. So yeah, you're fine. It's
Oh my god,
immediately
it's
over.
still pretty high.
Yeah, it's over.
I just sort of
you-
out of it. I look up and all I see is ceiling and just like the rock. I
Yeah.
look back down, I look at them and I'm like, oh, I feel a bit groggy. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Oh fuck,
probably
my
don't
foot! Ah, fuck!
Yeah, you've taken 4 damage. That's a stinger.
And I'm just sort of up and down now, hopping on one leg, nursing my injured leg.
Nasty.
What the
Hopefully
bloody
not
hell
on the
happened?
Looks like you're a little bit heavier.
Oh,
Obviously, now seeing Emeric break the canvas, I'd be looking down and seeing if I'm standing on a surface that's similar. I suppose.
You're completely fine as far as you can see.
I look at everyone else and I'm like, look, I think we might have to be a bit more aware of traps.
Have we got? Are there any little rocks or anything like that nearby, Owen?
Yeah, there's rocks dotting the surface of the cave, the floor of the cave. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if there's one next to me, I wouldn't mind grabbing one and then just throwing it on the square in front of me and seeing if it.
To the north.
Not so
or
much
to
if it's
the,
going to tear through the canvas.
Yeah, to the north or to the west.
I'd probably go to the west.
Oh man, lucky I didn't roll 7 or 8.
Yeah. Do you want to? What would that be? I'd allow you to roll a sleight of hand check, or an athletics check, or
To throw the rock?
maybe an acrobatics. Yeah, just to sort of throw it. You're only throwing it 5 feet in front of you, so just acrobatics, athletics, or a sleight of hand. I'd allow. Yeah, I'd allow any one of those.
Sure.
24.
24?
The rock just goes clink 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 as it hits the ground.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm trying to listen to, because obviously I saw that it's a canvas that tore.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to hear the noise of it
Tearing
bouncing off.
canvas. Yeah, as you sort of look as
Not
the
even
rock
tearing
bounces.
canvas, just bouncing.
Yeah, so as you look, it looks to be solid stone floor right in front of you.
Quick question for you, Owen.
Yes.
What happened if I had failed? Just for flavour.
The
if you're happy to
confusion.
reveal it.
Well, no, not yet, because we've still got 2 more people who need to cross
Okay.
it. Leosin's going to step
Alright.
across.
Oh
Let's
my god,
see.
so it's actually still up?
2. Uh-oh.
Oh, Gary.
Yep, so Leosin takes 4 piercing damage. Takes 2 piercing damage. Let me just subtract that.
That's not what you need to roll, Claire.
And he's going to have to make me... Claire, did you roll... What did you roll?
You need to do a
Acrobatics, isn't it?
D10.
Just a D... I just need a D10.
So you rolled a really good roll. Hopefully
It's a really good roll. I just need a
carries
D10.
into the D10.
It's a 1.
Oh
Can
no,
you-
that's the same as me.
Can you please make me a Constitution save?
No.
Oh no, Leosin's failed. 19. Mira, you pass. However, you do take... Oh, so sorry. You do take 4 points of
Jesus.
piercing damage. Wow.
Goodness.
Isn't
I'm
that
so sorry.
Leosin? No, okay.
Mira, I need you to roll me a d10, and I'm going to have to do the same for Leosin, as Leosin is hit with the full effects of this. Oh no. 1.
5 is.
Oh.
What's 5? Oh no.
Oh,
Leosin.
Oh, no.
Leosin. So a 1 on confusion. The creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8, assign a direction to each die face. The creature doesn't take an action this turn. So the way I've done it is it's basically just around him in a full 360. So he rolled I think it was a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He just runs straight into you, Mira, as he just charges into you.
Ow.
We'll use your dexterity saving throw from before to jump out of the way, and he just runs into the stone, and then he's just running in place against the stone face, like, I don't know what I'm doing, as he's just running into the rock at full speed.
It's like, it's like
I
an
turned to-
NPC.
Yeah, he's
I
like an
turn to
NPC
Azure and I
glitching
look
out.
I look at Azure and I go, Hey, whatever happens to him? Wait, aren't you both like half of a soul? Does that mean you're also taking that hit against the stone?
No, it's slightly more confusing than that, but God, that looks painful.
Well, you should probably help him, right?
Help him. I'll try and just kind of stop him.
Just sitting there, just like, oh, that's interesting.
Why do I taste purple right now? As he's sort of running into the rock.
Can we kind of like grab him and just pull him away?
Pull him away.
You can grab him, absolutely. I'll roll another
I'll
d10.
help.
You can just you guys don't need to roll. You can just grab him. He's wrist. Oh no, he's gonna try and run in another direction. Here we go.
Why is that spike there?
Can I
Mira,
make
he
an
runs
acrobatics
into you
check to
again.
see how far?
Ouch!
As you sort of try and grab him, he just starts running towards you. He's like, I don't know why I'm doing this. As he starts running towards you. Do you want to make me another dexterity save to jump out of the way?
Sure. Crazy NPCs.
Yeah.
They're glitching out.
5. You both are sprawled onto the floor, prone, as his legs continue moving as he's trying to run, but he's just lying on his back like a turtle.
Alright, so as he's on his... Okay, so I'm gonna go up behind him, and he's on the floor and he's on his back.
He's prone.
Alright, well I'm gonna grapple him.
Yep.
So I can stop him moving.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how grappling works, because I never really do it.
So grappling is a contested strength, I believe. Oh no, let me double check. Grappling, we don't do it very often, do we?
Yeah,
No.
it's just strength though.
I mean, it's just
believe it
always
is a
easy to... It's just so much easier just to hit everything with my helmet.
Yeah, very fair. Grappling, here we go. So grappling works by... when you grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use an attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. So you can make a strength, an athletics check, and then the creature that you're trying to grapple either makes an athletics or an acrobatics check to try and get out. So do you want to make a athletics check, and Leosin will make an acrobatics check.
Not a bad score.
Natural 1.
He's 8
you just
Fuck.
basically like hog tie him. You grab his hands, you spin him over so he's on his belly, you pull his legs up behind you, you hold him in place, and he goes,
That's exactly what I was going to do.
Thank you, Emeric. Thank you.
Like, oh, no problem at all, compadre.
Why is that spike even there? Ouch!
Look, that hurt me too. Don't worry about that. That was not a good bit of fun.
No! Why would anyone have that there?
I look at you dead in the eyes and I go, cultists. Pretty much it, isn't it? They're scum.
Just one word, cultists.
Cultists.
Hey,
That's a big sense of humor.
see, you saw that thing I walked into before? That was pretty gnarly. Lucky I was wearing my armor.
Yes, there's some people in here with not a great sense of humor.
So, what does happen with the confusion, by the way? Because he's still gonna be rolling, isn't he?
It looks like it lasts for a minute.
Fuck. Okay, so just let me know whenever he does anything, and I'll try and
At the
contest
moment,
it.
he's grappled. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, while you've got him.
I'm gonna look at Azure. Look, I don't know how long this is gonna last for. He's whole. You grab out of my pack my rope. I'm gonna tie him up.
Do you think that's actually necessary?
Just for now. Just really, and for us. It's all right. Once he comes to, we'll take it off him.
Yeah, all right. Here you go. I'll reach in your pack and grab your rope.
All right. So then, will you help me put it on? Like, because I'm sort of holding him still. All right.
Yeah.
So then we'll tie our buddy Leosin up.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, that'd be a sleight of hand check. Absolutely.
Because he would be moving and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't really give you the help action because I'm currently holding him down. Maybe
13.
that could help you though.
You very expertly tie his hands together and tie his legs to his hands so that he can't get into any trouble.
From the shoulder. Look, nothing personal, kid, but just for your own.
Why is your mouth melting off your face? What is this? Stop that.
That's...
Why is the roper here? Who invited him?
No, it's Rose.
He's looking towards Wiltix.
I'm just giving a big smile and
Oh god, no, it's awful.
Good one.
no, Leo, it's just
More
me,
of your minor. It's not.
Is there on this? Can I look down and see if I can kind of take this poison stuff? Because I like the sound of this.
So it looks like the spikes had a number of doses coated on the surface. You can absolutely try and... what would I say? Do you want to make me a sleight of hand check to try and expertly take some of this poison off and put it in a vial, or at least take one of the spikes out?
Oh, okay, so... Can I instead...
Yes.
Is this a... Would you say that this poison could be condensed?
Via the shape water cantrip.
Yes.
I'd say that the shape water cantrip works on water.
Okay. Can I pour some water over the top of the spike
Yes,
and
you
then
can.
shape water?
Yes, you can.
So it would be like... It would be...
A diluted form
what is
of
it? Diluted a little bit, yeah.
You're gonna get out your pipette and start titrating. Yeah, absolutely. You can pour some water from your flask over the spikes, hoping that washes some of the poison off, and then water bend it back up into a vial or something you have on your person. Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
As you water bend, you pull the water back off and leave the poison at the bottom.
Damn it. Oh well, I tried.
You did try. It was a worthy try.
I'll try and take it now. I'll just try and wrench it off.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Yep.
19.
That's a 19.
You reach down, you pull free one of the spikes from the floor that still looks to have a bit of the poison coated on it. You may add 1 spike of confusion poison to your inventory.
Sometimes simple is better.
At
Wrench
this
it
point,
off.
Leosin blinks a few times, looks up at you guys and goes, "Oh, I feel a little better. Your faces are back on your heads. The rope is gone. I see Wiltix. I appear to be tied up, and my foot hurts."
I look at Azure and like, I don't know if he's good yet.
Yeah, my friend, you just got stabbed in the foot, so that probably explains why it's a bit more painful than it usually is.
Right.
We're just going to leave you tied up for the moment, because you're running yourself into a wall.
Really prefer not to be tied up. I am feeling much better, I promise.
How many fingers am I holding up? I give him one of my hands and I show him. And there's
How many
4.
fingers? 4.
4 in that hand.
Oh,
You cheeky, you dumbass. I got another one over here in my other hand.
but you had... I couldn't see that.
Oh, yeah, what I said was, though, how many fingers am I holding up? Not that any of them are visible or not.
Okay, would you like to have another go? I think I can do this.
Look, I think he's alright. I cut the ropes. Not cut the ropes, sorry. I'll undo the ropes.
Untie, yeah. Okay, yeah. Leosin starts massaging his wrists, looking around and goes, a little looser next time, guys, if possible.
Well, that wasn't me, that was Azure, so...
Look, I was only trying to protect you, my friend. Brother, you tried to run yourself into the wall twice, so...
Yes, I remember that. This poison, I really, really don't like it. And he moves up towards Wiltix and looks back at the corridor. I'd rather not interact with that again, if that's okay.
Wait, do you still see the roper?
No, I see Wiltix.
Hiya.
Well, that's a blessing. I like the guy, but don't know if I really want to deal with him again.
That's pretty fair.
Okay.
It's over here.
Well, let's keep a very solid lookout for where we're stepping.
Yes, look, I think it's to be realised that there might be traps. So I always use like my halberd that I've always had, but I picked up that second halberd before.
You did, yes.
So I'm going to switch to that other halberd. It doesn't really matter, they're both halberds, but that other halberd's my favourite one.
Exactly.
The flavour. So I'm going to use this one I picked up, and I'm just going to use just the butt of it.
Yeah.
and then just sort of like, you know how a blind man walks and they sort of do the sweeping motions in front of them to see what's in front of them.
You're doing. Yeah,
he's pretty much I'm doing that, just testing footfalls and all this other such stuff.
You identify 2 areas that have the canvas covering it. Right where you're standing, and right next to where you're standing at the entrance to this cavern.
Cool. So I'll just I'll do that pretty much as I walk through the out now. So just be prepared.
I'll let you know.
If something does happen, you'd be like, "Oh, you didn't mention it before." I'm like, "No, I did though." So
I'll never do that. I'm not that kind of DM.
Nah, you're pretty
absolutely. Good. I'm pretty good. All right, thanks. So yeah, as you guys look, you can see the cavern below is partially shrouded in darkness.
Okay. Can we see down here, Owen?
Yeah,
Does that stages connect?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a narrow passageway leading down into the room below, and you, at this point, as you sort of look down, actually, it was only Mira and Leosin who know that this joins up. So it's only when Mira sort of comes here, you recognize this as being the location where you previously had seen some kobolds.
Yes, I will tell the party. There's definitely something here if we want to try and get past some kobolds. They must be guarding something. Maybe more eggs.
Is there anything down here, Owen, that we can see?
Make me a perception check.
18.
Yeah. You see, hiding in the shadows, 3 dragon-like dog creatures, the guard drakes you'd previously seen. For those of you who might not remember what they look like large dogs the size of wolfhounds or Great Danes, but instead of a canine appearance, there's a very draconic appearance. Scales, horns, large jaws, and wicked teeth with large claws, and a long serpentine tail behind. They don't seem to be particularly interested in you at the moment, but they are watching you closely from behind the stalactites and stalagmites coming up from the floor.
Are they guarding something?
No, not that you can see. As you sort of look down, they look to be just in an empty pit. And as you look behind you and see the supplies, the dummies and things like that, and then you look back into the pit, you can see a couple of other dummies that have been torn apart. These humanoid dummies made of straw and hessian sacks with these painted faces have been torn apart on the cavern floor below. I think maybe something involved.
Training area. Yeah.
As you think that, Wiltix and Azure, that seems right. That feels to be correct.
What was that?
Well, going by the dummy we saw before is a training area, we think, Emeric. So I don't think we need to go down and meet the dragon dog things. We can maybe push forward.
Well, do we want to jump these things, or shall we sneak and attack?
Oh, I don't think we need to head down there. But do you mean down
the kobold's way? Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a very quick, sneaky attack.
Sounds good to me. She just kind of lights up one finger and fire. Ready to go.
Woof.
I twirl my staff. And just like whip it out. Whip it out. Come here, kobold. Let me show you.
Yeah, prepare yourself, kobold.
Emeric is picking his nose.
Okay.
Not too excited. Well.
All right. Well,
would you guys? So you'd like to head into the room?
Yeah.
I will wait to let everybody else pass.
So I'll just sort of do the whole thing with my my halberd.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, as you guys begin to sort of move forwards down the staircase, you can hear the sounds of voices coming from below. These high-pitched, or not high-pitched, but higher-pitched, raspy voices. These.
We've been down here for days. When are we going to join the main group? I don't know, but surely it must be soon. I'm sick of guarding these eggs. I want to see dragons again. I want them to hatch. The eggs, we've done so much, but they won't hatch. I want to see the baby dragons.
That's what you hear coming up from the area below.
Okay.
Cool. I think this might be a time for draconic Emeric to have a little chat.
Yeah, I look at you and I like sort of get a big smile on my face. I'm like, I think it might be time for that, hey? So I'll walk down here.
As you step there, Emeric.
Okay, well, I'm doing my staff thing.
You are.
My halberd thing.
Let me just quickly check. Roll me, so before you step there, so as you're here with your staff, would you like to roll me a D... Let's make it a D10. Roll me a D10. 3. As you step on, I'll just move you back to here a little bit. Oh, sorry, I can't move your token. Could you please move your token back one step? Thank you. Yeah, as you step back one step, oh, I see why. I'm on the GM layer. There we go. As you take a step back, and you push down with your halberd, you hear a click as the staircase pushes in, and you literally see the ceiling above this area here where you push down with your staff. Rocks begin to fall. As they tumble down lower, I'll get you to make me a dexterity saving throw, as they actually affect the 3 squares on either side. So I'll need you to jump back out of the way. Is that a 0?
Is that a 2?
Wow.
Well,
0.
Azure's behind me. Azure, if you see all this happening, maybe he can use a
try and give him
reaction
advantage to pull him out of the way. Azure, you would see that, and I will allow you to help him. So you don't need to roll Azure, it's just Emeric gets to re-roll.
It's still probably going to be really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 13 anyway. It was destined.
As you are pulled back out of the way by Azure, you actually take a lot less damage on this. You take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
As the rocks fall down, you take a lot less than what it would have been. As you're sort of pulled back, you can see the rocks sort of tumbling down the staircase, and you hear a voice calling out,
Looks like someone's fallen for the trap. Off we go.
and I am going to have you guys roll initiative at that point, I think.
Fair.
If that's okay with you guys.
Standing by the rocks.
Oh, 0
Oh,
again.
no.
Oh, did that? Oh, dearie me. Oh, I didn't register. Sorry, Owen.
That's okay. So what was yours, Mira? You were
14.
14. Is everyone else's correct? I will quickly re-roll for our good friend Leosin. So everyone else's is correct?
Yep.
6. Yep, I'll just get rid of that, and I'll just quickly roll 2 groups. Cool. Alrighty. Wow, my initiatives are so bad.
It can't be as bad as mine.
No, 0 is pretty bad.
I don't think you can get much worse than 0.
No,
I mean, like, maybe if I was like -2 or something.
Now, I'm going to put on not intense battle music, because it's kobolds.
And that's if they attack us.
Yeah, exactly right. I just want to have some fun music in the background. So yeah, Azure, you are up first. You hear this crashing of stone as this trap is triggered, and you hear a voice calling out,
Oh, looks like someone's triggered the trap.
what would you like to do, Azure?
From this distance, just trying to think what I can do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm gonna move to the bottom of the. Can I move to the bottom of the stair? Like how?
Absolutely.
How long? Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's only 20 feet. You've still got another 10 foot, I believe. Actually, you've got another 20 foot.
20
Yeah.
feet. 20 feet. But I just. So that's 5, 10, 15.
See, like, as.
So we'll probably get to there.
So as Azure would go past me, though, like. So this is where the initiative order sucks a little bit, because I would probably say something to him.
Oh, look, as a free action, if you want to say something, you absolutely can. That's fine with me. You can use a free reaction to say something as he moves past. That's fine.
because I would be like, no, hold on, just let's not go so aggressive just yet. If we can persuade these kobolds, we could use them as manual labor to move the eggs for us.
Oh, that's a very good idea. Okay.
That's what I mean. I don't want to start killing them straight away because that's my labor being killed potentially. That's
a fantastic idea.
I'll say maybe to Azure, look, just stand behind me for now and just prepare a weapon strike just in case.
Done. I'll prepare a radiant bolt, a radiant sunbolt.
Radiant sunbolt. Okay, and what's your trigger?
If this goes awry and they attack Emeric, I will fire upon them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if they take any aggressive action against Emeric, you'll radiant sunbolt them. I love it.
Yeah.
Mira, you're up next.
Okay, so I hear that as well.
Yes.
And I will also hold my action firebolt in case Emeric's actually I'll wait and see what Emeric does and to support him, so I am also a dragon person.
Absolutely.
Dragon lady.
Do you want to move up closer to me then?
Yeah, I'll be
just behind me.
I'll just give you a significant look and go, yeah, here we go again.
Here we go again. Wiltix.
Yeah, so I'll move to the other side of the walkway so those guys can communicate and hold action, I suppose, in case someone attacks.
Yeah, you look like you're out of sight there, so I'd say you're partially hidden.
Hey. Cool.
Alrighty. And hold action again, I'm guessing Wiltix. Any aggressive action, you'll...
Yeah, if anyone attacks or anything like that, I'll have it. Yes, I will.
Nice, I love it. Leosin is going to do the exact same thing. He's just going to move up behind on the other side, next to Mira and Emeric at the top of these stairs, but behind the side of the passageway leading down towards the south west. And he whispers to you, Mira, any trouble, and I'll attack them. You have my word.
Sounds good.
Kobolds. Emerging from the darkness is a sight you have not seen before. A kobold flies into view, red draconic wings keeping it aloft as it flies out of the darkness. The same sort of appearance you've seen these lizard-like drakes, long draconic snouts, horns, but instead of this sort of scrawny runt moving across the floor at only sort of 3.5 feet, this looks to be 4 feet tall, flying, tail dragging down, wielding a dagger in its hands. And as it looks up the stairs, it sort of spots you guys and goes,
triggered the trap, did we? Okay, let's do this.
And emerging from the darkness, a number of other winged kobolds emerge.
I'm going to try something. Can I use my reaction to talk to them?
I would actually say you don't need to worry because this is as far as they can move.
Okay.
So there.
Oh, hello.
As they move out of the darkness. Next up are the other kobolds. They run forwards as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They seem unwilling. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They seem unwilling to approach much further than that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. 30. Alrighty. Emeric, you are up next. Normally I would allow you to take a reaction to have a quick chat, but you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry because they can't do anything else on their turn. That's as far as they go.
So look, I'll move 5, 10... I'll just stay here.
Yep.
As I'm wading through the stones, and I'll sort of, in Draconic, I'll look at them all and go, who set this up? I've been sent by the main force. Been here to get you guys, get the eggs, and then get out of here. We're on the move. I'm angry, I'm intimidated.
I was going to say, make me an intimidation or a deception check.
And it's in Draconic as well, so...
Yes. That's right, it's changed the DC. As they look up towards you, they sort of cock their heads and go,
if you're from the Force, from the cult, how did you not know about the trap stairs?
Because I haven't been in this damn cave.
Anything else in your turn, Emeric?
How much more can I say?
I'd say that's your 6 seconds. If you wanted to take an action to talk more, you absolutely can.
Okay. I'll keep it then. I'll do an action.
I'll step forward as well, because that's kind of my held action, isn't
held
it?
action, absolutely. Yep, you can step up.
Yeah, yep. And I'll just say, I'll scoot around and say, sorry, that's my fault. I'm very clumsy. But we are from Indraconic, but
Yes.
yeah, we are from the main force. My apologies.
Would you like to roll me a deception or persuasion check?
I will be persuasive.
Persuasive.
Well, 11. Oh no.
They look up towards you.
Oh no.
Draconic mistress. We recognize you. Langdidrosa has told us to look for you. Yes, Cyan Wraith himself. You have spoken to him, yeah?
Yes, I have, and I decided to join up with him, and he sent me to you. Yes.
You serve dragons?
I do serve dragons.
We serve dragons. Yes, we serve dragons. Well, why have you brought interlopers here?
And they look at Emeric and Azure behind.
I'll say we're part of the cult as well. We're under her underlings.
They cock their heads. I'm going to pause. Yeah, I'm pausing initiative here if it wasn't obvious, because you guys are saying some things that are giving them reason to pause. They cock their heads interestingly.
Because the Draconic always probably throws a bit of a curveball for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have come to take eggs, yeah? That's what you say? You come to take eggs?
Yes, we're moving them to a new location.
Where do you take?
Well, somewhere more secure.
We keep caves secure. We protect eggs. Protect them well.
I look at them and go, look, you guys are kobolds at the end of the day. The main force has already left. There's no support other than you guys.
There are others. Humans and others who serve the cult. They are in the other chamber.
And they point down the pathway to the south.
I look at them and I go, look, I don't mean to, I don't really want to say this might panic you guys, but we found what's called a roper, and it may or may not have killed all the rest of our comrades.
It's true.
We know of this creature. It speaks, yes?
Yeah, look, it got a little bit too hungry, and it's pretty much killed them all now. I could show you, and we can have a look.
We already moved the other eggs out. We already moved them out because of the roper.
You have taken eggs?
We had to.
The roper was going to eat them.
The kobold, the flying kobold that started this conversation, is one that's been talking to you, pulls out a dagger and looks at you, these slit-like eyes.
Where have you taken eggs?
Like, you're going to help us move these ones, though, and get them out of here.
But you said you'll take eggs.
We have, yes. For the safety.
How many eggs you take?
3.
Well, that is all eggs. There are no more.
There's no more down here.
No, you have you have taken the 3 eggs from the room with Roper, yes?
Yes.
He was helping guard eggs. They are gone. We feed him in exchange. He protect eggs.
That's what you guys think, but that's not how it went down. Well, that's good to hear then.
Where have you taken the eggs?
We've taken them outside.
You will take us to eggs.
Done. Easy. We need to get out of here now, though. The roper's on a rampage.
Okay, we follow.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything before we start? Because I've talked a bit. Does anyone have any other actions?
Well, which way are you going to walk?
Probably,
Would you walk them back towards where we are, or would you go the other way through the cavern?
You wouldn't go through that way because that leads back towards the roper.
No, I think Emeric has a good plan. I think he's going to take them to the roper. He's going to look at the roper and go, "Oh well, here you go. Here's more fresh meat for you."
So is our plan then to just hold them in? So should we follow behind and act as a barricade?
I have an idea. Okay, if anyone doesn't want to, like, if anyone has any other ideas, I'll go forward with mine. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna look at all the kobolds. I'm like, look, let's go up this way, quick, smart. We'll go through this tunnel. The other way's been the fungi and all that stuff. It's gotten a bit too big for us to go through at a good speed. We need to go through here and run. We need to go now.
There's no way out through there.
Yes, there is. There's a ledge that you guys didn't know about, hey?
No, that is the room with eggs and roper.
What are you talking about? There's another hole. There's another stair. Not
Yes,
stair,
there's
sorry.
room with sacred shrine to dragons, and then there is room with eggs. That is all is down there. There is tunnel below, but we're not allowed there. It's where the cultists are.
Whatever, okay, fine. Not this way then, let's go. We need to run up this way. Well, I'll lead them this way then. If they're not going to go down that way, there's no point pushing them, prodding them.
Okay, we follow. Take us to eggs.
Alright, so I'll move out then, like this.
As they get to the top of the stairs and see Wiltix and Leosin.
There are more of you.
Okay.
How many?
Back here. There's 5 of us. 5 of us being sent, and now we're making haste.
You go first, we behind.
Okay. So then we'll just move at a steady pace then, I guess, down this way.
Awesome sauce. Feel free to move, you guys. I'll have the kobolds follow you.
We'll probably move to maybe like over in this spot over here. Like if there's no, if you want to expedite this, or if you want to do interactions, you're the DM.
The only thing I need to know is when you move through the area with the bats, how are you doing this? Are you moving stealthily? Are you moving quickly?
Yeah, look, I'll probably go stealthy. I'll look at the kobolds and I'll just put a finger up to my mouth, and then I'll keep going. Yeah, we'll just go stealthy through here, I guess, as much as we can.
I'll get you guys to make me stealth checks.
Yay, 3.
3.
That's who I am, just a vintage.
I'm going to roll 1 each for the kobolds. We're going to do it as a average.
Yep.
Okay, so your average is still above a 12. Yep, your average is still above a 12. So Mira, Azure, and Leosin, I'll just move you guys in front of the kobolds because they won't move there unless you guys move up in front of them. As you guys move through the cave, stealthy and quiet, helping each other maintain this stealth, this very ninja move through. You guys pass through to the area with the fungus quite quickly. You guys are welcome to.
I'll sort of gesture to the paths.
There you go, guys.
And go up over the ledge.
Yep, the kobolds will follow you as you pass through. And
now
come
I'll
up to
say
the bottom of the stairs. Yep.
So as we get to this point, I'll look at them and go, now look, we actually haven't went outside with the eggs just yet. We've put them up on this ledge over here, and I lead them and I make them aware of this ledge.
They look up.
We know of ledge. We're not allowed up there. That's where cultists go. Humanoids. Dragonkin.
That's what we are. We're cultists. We're dragonkin. We need your help with the eggs. Come up over this ledge. Come on now. I'll give you free reign. You are allowed this one time. Don't do it again.
2 of the winged kobolds will come with you. The rest of the pack will stay here.
Okay.
We are ready to serve the dragons.
Come up with you.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I'll follow you down.
Alright, so I'm gonna do a perception check.
Yep.
Do I
13.
hear or notice anything?
As you pass through, you don't hear or notice anything.
This is taking too long. I'm gonna keep bringing him in further, like this. And I'm gonna... There's no... Oh, actually, hold on. I'm not gonna go in this way. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna go this way. What happens when I come in here?
As you approach and they see and they go,
We have been attacked. They have killed. Alarm! Alarm!
And this one here starts to fly back down the corridor.
I look at them and go, the damn Rooper.
Make me a deception check. Because this is a flat lie. And also for the kobold's ability to see what has caused this damage. Natural 20.
Wow.
That monstrous creature.
And this one gets down to here.
Brothers, come quick. We have had... The intruder has killed our kin.
And they all
So
start
I walk
sort of moving
through, I
towards.
walk past this one, and I'll, with my natural 20, I'll go, guys, the Roper, he's taking the eggs. Come up here now and find him.
We cannot challenge Roper. We must flee.
I look at him and I go, it's alright, you've got us, and I give him a wink.
Where are eggs? You said eggs were here. Where are they?
They're over here, the Roper's taken them.
Why would Roper take eggs? He cannot eat them.
How do you know that? Are you that
He told
smart?
us.
Don't listen to everything anyone says, as I'm flatlining to them.
Dragon eggs are harder than anything. As hard as dragon soul.
I look at them coldly and I'm like, if you even care about these eggs, you will get up here now and you will help look for them.
Okay, we come.
Alright. So I'll sort of stand here and I'll sort of usher them to come in here and here, all of them.
So yeah, there are a group who do not want to move up. This group back here, they are unwilling to move any further.
So I'll walk out here while they're searching. Can I look at the rock and how well it's been made, or if I could collapse it with maybe a thunderous smite?
Ooh, as you look at the rock, do you want to make me a investigation or perception check, I'd say?
Alright. They're both the same. +1. Not so crash hot.
You're not sure. It looks to be fairly well carved out, and the rock is very, this is very dense granite, or it's not like a weaker sort of shale or sandstone. This is heavy, very, very well formed rock. It's going to be very difficult to collapse this tunnel, you think.
Okay, cool. I'm going to look at these ones over here.
Yep.
I'm like, oi, what are you guys lacking off for? What's the problem?
Alrighty, so as you come back to do that, what are the rest of you guys doing? So while you are leading this group into the cavern where you placed all those bodies, Wiltix, what are you doing? So before Emeric gets back to say this and shout out to the kobolds, what are you up to?
So how long was Emeric up in that other room for?
I'd say there's about 2-3 minutes.
Okay,
Getting them
once
through,
we got
calling them
about-
up. Yeah.
Yeah, after it's about the 2-minute mark, I was going to try and jump over the ledge there, and I obviously would see Emeric up at top as well, and I'll say to Emeric, Emeric, do you want me to try and, while those ones are distracted and those ones are there, so that I'll come and check on you and the kobolds, do you want me to try and go around up into that area where we just came from, try and see if I can sneak past the unexplored area?
Oh, so you're talking about where
we met all the kobolds? Yeah, because there's a second pathway. If I am sneaky enough, I can try and explore the area.
I look at you and look, just hold off for it for now. I don't think we'll have the kobolds around with us for much longer.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll need you around.
All right. Well, I'll just follow you back down because I said that I was looking for you. So.
Does anyone else have any ideas?
Next up is Mira. What are you doing?
Just taking my cue from the smart ones.
Alrighty, and Azure? Anything else you wanted to do?
I'm kind of trying to work out a way to sneak back.
You can just go into stealth and start moving back if you'd like.
But I don't want to. This group here are going to notice if I just sneak right past them. Surely.
Not necessarily. If you roll a very high stealth, they'll have no idea.
Could wait.
I think I might hold my action just a second. I'm just going to make.
All.
Yeah.
Alrighty, at that point
Not
then,
sure what to do yet.
Emeric, you come back and shout out to that group of kobolds.
Yeah.
What was it you wanted to shout out to them?
I think it was like, "Oi, what are you guys doing over there? Why aren't you in here helping us find the eggs? Come on, move it now."
We are keeping watch in case Roper comes from pathway down here.
I put my head in my
fungus
hands and I
garden.
look at them like, "Are you kidding? We're keeping watch right now. You're the grunts. Get in there now, or you'll face the wrath of the... You don't want to face the wrath of the dragons, do you?"
We are keeping watch, don't you worry. We have the trust of Langdedrosa, after all.
Make me another persuasion check. Mira.
21.
Oh. Nice.
We serve the dragons.
Yes. And I'll move up towards the ledge.
So I'll sort of move out the way to let them usher in.
And which direction were you trying to direct them down?
Down here. Either way, wherever they want. They can. If one's went that way, maybe they can go that way. Yep.
Yeah, they'll move into this lower room here. And that is where we're going to pause for a break.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
We're
reckon
literally
that's a
herding
good-
cats.
We're literally herding cats.
Herding kobolds.
Yeah, I think that's a good place for a quick 5-minute break. So, guys, we'll be back in a minute. We're just going to go have a quick 5-minute break,
Perfect.
get some water, get some refreshments. I hope you've been enjoying part 1 of our 10th episode of the Tyranny of Dragons. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
See you guys soon.
Tea time, bye!
Or if you do go somewhere, come straight back. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Alright, goodbye.
See you later, gang.